Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Elite Dangerous, and I'm going to take a look at what's going on with the story and that sort of thing. So you might notice when you dock to the station, you've got the Galnet news feed on the right hand side of the screen. And in that, a lot of the stories are actually they're actually like the story of the game. So they're not just random news stories that are kind of just there for the purpose of existing. They're actually giving you an idea of what's going on in the galaxy. So, for example, the slave rebellion at Sorbago, which is the system that I'm in now, you know, it's like one of the competitors or something for the throne of the Empire has sent their interdictors to help suppress this slave rebellion, and this is what's happening. So this is one of the interdictors right here, and so we're actually in a bit of a war zone at the moment. And so, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump in on this battle. You can see I've actually done a bit of this already, so my allegiance with the Mistopolis Mining Incorporated, those are the group trying to put down the rebellion, so I'm friendly with them. That's why all of these ships are green. And the other guys are the liberals of Sorbago, who I'm not friendly with. I'm actually unfriendly with them now. So let's just jump in. I've actually got a couple of missions for destroying enemies in these war zones, so that'll be good. I'll get a bit of money from that. And you can see I've already made a fair bit of money, like given that I'm in a Cobra now instead of my Adder. But let's pick a side. So we'll go the Mistopolis Mining Incorporated, or Mr. Mistopheles as I prefer to call him. And you can see we've got some enemies targeted now, so what am I going to go for? Oh, there's an eagle. Let's go for the eagle, that's an easy kill. So the loadout in my Cobra, I've got 2 pulse lasers and a couple of multi-cannons. It works pretty well. Hopefully I'll be able to actually steal this kill from the AI. There we go, that was easy. Yep. Something's shooting at me, and it is, oh shit, that's an anaconda. I don't want any of that. So it looks like Mr. Mistopheles is definitely winning, at least in this war zone. We've got a lot more friendlies than we do enemies, so it might be a little bit difficult to actually find kills. I mean, there's also a number of proper war zones in this system, so there's 3 capital ships that I guess each of those acts as a war zone, but there's also individual war zones. So and that capital ship doesn't seem to be doing much damage to this anaconda, but anyway, let's open up on this guy. Shields are down. Put a few multi-cannon rounds into him, not that that'll do much. And we'll just pew-pew our way through. And we get some more enemies. It looks like they've jumped in now, so let's break off from that a little bit. What do we got? Python, Eagle, Cobra. Alright. So my missions are only to get 5 kills, so I'm probably not going to be staying around here too long. I might actually switch to that Eagle if I can, because that'll be faster to kill. The Anaconda would be cool to kill, but it doesn't give you any more war bonds, and it takes forever to kill, so you might as well just go for Eagles or whatever, to be honest. And there we go, that should be dead. Okay, that's another one. What else? Imperial Fighter, these things go down really fast. So let's spin around and take him out. The only problem is actually hitting them, but once you're close enough to get hits, they die like so fast. See, he's dead. Yeah, the old Imperial fighters, they go down really quickly. What else we got? Might have to go back to this Anaconda. I think I've only got 1 or 2 more kills that I need to do these missions. Yeah, I only need 2 more. What's shooting at me? Python. I'll put a few shots into his shields, but I'm not actually going to bother fighting him. Oh, we got a player just jumped in. It turns out that killing players in these war zones doesn't actually count towards the missions or anything, which is a little bit odd. Let's see if I can target him. There he is, Cobra Mark III. What is your name, good sir? Commander Melicon. Okay. He hasn't picked a side yet. When he picks a side, I guess he'll either show up as being green or red on the radar. Hopefully he'll pick my side, and I won't have to worry about him, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a little bit strange how apparently killing players doesn't actually count towards warzone kills or anything like that. I mean, I think you get the combat bonds for them, but you don't get anything else. And what you saw there, where the gimbals just went all crazy, that's actually a countermeasure. I think it's the chaff. So the Anaconda used chaff, and that basically means that my gimbaled weapons couldn't maintain their lock on the ship. So when that happens, it's best just to stop shooting and move on. But, so he's down to 24% hull. We should be able to get him down pretty quick, but his shields are about to come back up. There we go. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of combat the last few days. In fact, I think the last couple of days I've done more combat than I have ever done before in Elite. It's just because combat is so much more profitable than anything else, really. I mean, if I bring up my stats while I'm in the middle of a war zone, let me just check out my statistics. But you can see here, and look how much money I've made from combat. That's 155,000 credits from bounties, 81,000 from combat bonds. Apparently I've made a bunch of money from assassinations as well, even though I haven't done an assassination mission. But like, you make more money in half an hour doing bounty hunting than you can in an hour doing trading. I mean, to be fair, that's trading in small ships is not very profitable. I mean, you get into a larger ship, you'll make a lot more profit with trading, but the fact is, I mean, you're doing combat in like an Eagle or an Anaconda, not an Anaconda, an Adder or something like that. It's just so much more profitable than doing any of the trading stuff, so yeah. That's why I've been doing so much combat. Let's just put a few rounds into this guy. It takes so much ammunition to kill Anacondas. They do look pretty cool though. My only real concern here is that I spend a bunch of time killing this thing and then an NPC will steal the kill. I mean, the latest patch actually made it so that NPCs are less likely to kill steal, but it does still happen. Let's put a few more multi-cannon rounds in as well if I can. No, he's just used chaff. You see the crosshairs going absolutely insane. Apparently this is an expert level AI. He's not doing pretty much anything to me. I suppose that's good for me. And it looks like that player might have joined in on our side. I can see a green player icon on the radar, which is good. That's the thing with war zones, especially if you're in online mode, or open mode, whatever they call it. Oh, and there he goes. But you do have to worry about players being around, and just keep an eye on the radar. So I think I need one more NPC kill, and then that's my mission's done. Which will be good. So let's go check out this capital ship. I haven't had a good look at it yet. But so as you might be able to tell, I am trying to go up the Imperial side rather than the Federation side. There are story missions available for the Federation as well. Apparently there's like a blockade or something happening in one of the systems where there's that onion head drug or whatever it is. I haven't really looked too much into that because I'm concentrating on this Federation stuff at Sorbago. That's a pretty awesome ship. That's why I want to be with the Empire. They've got all the best ships. The Clipper looks so awesome. I mean, apparently it's not actually as good as some of the other ships, but the Clipper just looks so amazing. And this capital ship looks pretty awesome too. That's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, let's kill this last enemy if I can find one. Not a Python, a Viper, that'll do. Oh, I don't want to steal the kill from this guy. And it's 6 kilometers away anyway. He should be able to get that kill. Asp, Python, Python, ASP. Might have to wait for a couple more ships to jump in. Oh, I suppose we could go for this Python actually. Just wear down his hull a bit. He's down to 27% already. Looks like he's trying to run away. He'll probably get away too. I don't think we'll be able to take down nearly 20% hull. Yeah, he's gone. Oh. It's always annoying when they manage to jump out, but that's what happens sometimes. I'll boost after him, but it's not going to do much. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, what else we got? Anaconda, Cobra, Viper. Let's go to the Viper. It would be nice to find another Eagle, or an Imperial fighter or something like that, something that dies quickly. But looks like this harmless Viper might have to do once I get in range. Okay, that should be good. Just take his shields down and then unload with the multi-cannons. Oh god, what's doing that much damage to me? That might have been one of the Pythons. I'm glad the shield's held up actually. I mean, I've only got the base level shields on this Cobra, so I can't actually take that much damage realistically. Although still more than I could in the Adder. Let's just keep unloading on this guy, then we can get out of here. %, come on, almost done. Beautiful. And that's my missions complete. Let's take one more look at this capital ship before we head out. Beautiful. So yeah, these Sorbago missions are a really good way of making money, especially if you like doing combat. If you're not into combat, I think there's some other stuff you can do, but I'm not quite sure. There are missions about like bringing Imperial slaves and stuff to Sorbago. I'm not sure if those are normal missions or if they're actually part of this story. But I don't really want to fly through that. But yeah, so I'm not sure how much of this stuff is actually worth doing as a trader. Let me actually go back to here. That's where I got my missions from. But yeah, at least if you're into combat, there's definitely some good money to be made here. And I'll actually have to jump out through here because the planet's in the way. So it's pretty cool, this story stuff. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. I guess at the moment we're basically trying to... Like, it's basically seeing who's going to win a civil war between these two factions, I think. Or at least that's what this specific part of it will be. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But right now, it's definitely a good way of making money and gaining reputation. Because, I mean, having a friendly reputation with the Mistopolis mining company also means that I have a friendly reputation with other Imperial factions. So say I go to... what's one of the other systems? I don't know, there's another big system once I jump to Coordinate. But so I go to that system over there, I'm friendly with one of the factions over there as well. And that's just thanks to having done all this sort of stuff. And obviously over time, my Imperial reputation is increasing as well. So it's taking a bit of time, but it'll get there in the end. So yeah, it's really cool stuff, and it's just nice to see this stuff all starting to play out. But so I think I'll end this one here, and yeah, so if you're interested in checking out some of this combat stuff, make your way over to Sorbago or check out the Galnet feeds when you dock to the station and just see what's going on, and because this isn't the only one out there, so there is some other stuff happening. But yeah, so until next time, I've been Vornskyr, hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.